Welcome to the Compass e-learning series. This session will provide step-by-step instructions on how to import the general ledger data into Budget Compass. In the next few minutes, we'll go over these steps. First, create a backup copy of the Compass database files. Prepare the current month extract file or files. Run the download process from Compass. Review the error log and add any new general ledger numbers to the correlation tables as indicated in the error log. And if you change the correlation tables, rerun the download. Review the Compass Update Financial area to verify and/or manually adjust your data. Compute the plan, print reports, update everything to the executive dashboard. It looks like a lot of steps, but this entire process can typically be completed in less than 15 minutes. Details of the process may vary for some institutions. An Excel workbook called Monthly Update, followed by your institution's name .xlsx, was provided to your bank when Budget Compass was delivered. This workbook has multiple tabs that cover specific details for your institution. The Monthly Update tab has a detailed checklist for performing your download. If you can't find this workbook, give PlanSmith support a call. All right, we're ready to walk through the process. Our first step is to locate and back up the previous month's data. If you don't have the Monthly Procedures workbook and you don't know how to find the data, you can open Budget Compass by double-clicking the Budget Compass icon on your desktop. The Select a Plan file box will then appear with the path to your data. Use Windows Explorer to locate the path to the Live Data folder, and select the Live Data folder and choose Copy or use Control-C. Then open the Archives folder to locate the month and year that you're backing up. Either right-click and choose Paste, or use the Control-V as in Victor keys to paste your live data into the Archive folder. The second step is to transfer the extract files that were created by your institution's core system into the Live Data folder. The File Names tab in the Monthly Procedures spreadsheet shows the format and the name of the files that you will need. Note that your GL extract file name must be exactly the same as it's shown in the File Name column. If you don't know how to find the extract files, ask someone in your organization who's more familiar with your core system. So we will copy all General Ledger extract files and paste them into the Live Data folder. If you have a DL convert, you'll see that listed as one of the steps in your checklist. Follow the instructions to properly convert the GL file before pasting it into the Live Data folder. The third step is to run the download. Open the Budget Compass program. It will default to the last plan file that was used. If that looks correct, simply click Open. If it doesn't look right, click Browse and navigate to your Live Data folder. You always want to pick the MDB file that has the name of your institution in it. Never click on rateworks.mdb. This is the file that runs behind the scenes and will never be opened directly. Now that we're in Compass, we can start the month-end download. The navigation toolbar is meant to be followed in order from left to right, and doing so will ensure you've hit every step in your checklist for the new month-end reporting. To start, click on the Data Bridge icon. Verify that the Download For date is correct. Then click the Perform Download button. Compass will generate an error log and display it. Some clients like to archive these files. If so, click File, then Save As from the Notepad main menu. Add the month and year to the file name and click the Save button. There's usually no need to print or refer to this file unless there are error messages that you don't understand. In that case, give PlanSmith a call for help. To close the notepad, click the X in the upper right-hand corner. Now we're ready to click Balance Sheet Correlation Table to fix the GL account numbers on the error log. Click the View New Codes to see the missing account numbers. If an account number isn't valid, the error should be corrected in your GL application, but it may not be practical to rerun a corrected extract file. There are three other alternatives. You could just ignore the error. You could also manually edit the data file itself in Notepad or in another text editor application, or you could just map the erroneous code to the Compass account for the correct GL number. On the other hand, if the GL number is correct and just new or something, you'll want to map it to the appropriate Compass account. To do that, click the Transfer New Codes, then click Sort to Map. This will add the general ledger numbers in numerical order in the GL codes table. And it will take you to the first code that is unmapped. In our example, the GL number is 182-00820, and it should be in the Compass account called Deferred Taxes. Use the scroll bar to the right of the My Account List column to find Deferred Taxes in the My Accounts list. Click on Deferred Taxes and drag it to the Data Goes To column that's in the same row as the correct GL number. If there are any additional GL numbers, click the Next Mapping button to move to that location. In our example, that's GL number 293-00375. We'll use the second scroll bar to find Other Liabilities, and then we'll drag it to the empty box next to the number. When all of the balance sheet GL numbers have been mapped, a Mapping Complete message will appear in the lower right area of the Correlation Table Editor. When you see that, you're ready to click Save Changes. Then click Income and Expense Correlation Table to map any new income GL accounts. We'll repeat the same process that we used in the balance sheet table until we see that Mapping Complete message. When we see that, we're ready to click the Save Changes button. Even though we've entered all the corrections now, the actual data for these new accounts has not yet been transferred to Compass. Step 5 is to perform another download so that those balances that are associated with those GLs flow through to the proper accounts. After this second download, the new error log has no codes. That confirms that all the links worked. We're ready for the next step. Now that the data is loaded, we want to verify it and make any adjustments that are necessary. Step 6 is to click the Update Financial icon in the navigation toolbar or select Update Financial under Update on the main menu. Click the top left corner of the screen to verify that it's the correct month. Many GL systems do not aggregate all the year-to-date income and expense accounts into a current earnings account, for they do not assign it to a general ledger number. To account for this, you may have special instructions that are noted in your monthly update checklist. The special instructions will probably say something like, enter current earnings in the supplemental data section of the Update Financial screen. Once all your special instructions are taken care of, review the bottom middle area called Balancing Recap. First and foremost, check that the difference at the bottom is 0. If not, we need to find out if it's total assets, total liabilities, or total capital that are causing the difference. Now, if it's only off $1,000 or two, it's probably rounding, and you could just plug that in a miscellaneous account. But if the totals are off for both the end of month and average balance, make sure that they tie back to your statement of condition. And lastly, verify that the total net income matches to that dollar amount as well. Remember that Compass rounds balance sheet numbers to thousands, but the income statement is to the nearest dollar. The news here is everything looks good, so we're ready to click the Save Data button. This is important. If you do not click Save Data, it will not save the manual adjustments that you just made, and it will not prompt you to your next step. After you click the Save Data button, Compass returns a prompt that the data is saved, and you click OK. Another prompt advises you to compute the plan. Computing the plan will recalculate and refresh all reports and ratios with the newly downloaded information. Once the compute is done, you'll be at the Compute Summary screen. This will display an annual summary of what the balances look like before and after the last compute. Just a little side note, there is no auto-save in this program. So throughout the process, feel free to click the Save icon in the navigation toolbar to save what you've done so far. Now you're ready to click the Reports icon for viewing and printing your newest financial statement and variance reports. Please note that there will come a time when you need to update your account projections for new volumes and yields and costs. If you change anything in the projections or anywhere else in Compass, be sure to click the Compute button again before going to Reports. Even if you think you didn't change anything, compute again. Overcomputing can't hurt a thing, but not computing can create stale reports. The last step is to update the executive dashboard. Click Utilities in the menu, select Submit Plan to Executive Dashboard, and follow the prompts. Your data is now ready for viewing by anyone with the username and password on the dashboard website. This completes our review for performing the monthly download in Budget Compass. Thank you for taking advantage of our e-learning series. Additional information and tutorials are available via the link shown or by calling 1-800-323-3281.